this is Mandy Patterson, owner of Mandy Patterson Coaching. Today I want to talk to those cheerleaders and gymnasts out there who have tryouts coming right around the corner. You might have a few months left, but you're feeling the pressure. That clock is ticking in your head and you're starting to let the panic set in just a little bit. And you're not excited about tryouts like you want to be. You're nervous, you're anxious. You have all of these thoughts that are not serving you, that are causing you to feel more pressured and more anxious. So last week I started this discussion on one of the first thinking errors that occurs when it comes to tryouts. And that is, if I don't have my skill by tryout, I'm not going to make it. The second thinking error that I want to talk to you about today has to do with the competition. There are only X number of spots and the competition is fierce. There's so many talented people that are going to try out, and I just don't know if I have what it takes. That is a huge thinking error, and it's so common. How many times have you thought about that? Think about the idea of even just asking, well, how many spots are there? What does that have to do with your confidence? What does that have to do with what you bring to the table? Nothing, really, but it crosses our minds. It is something that we focus on and fixate on, and it causes us to feel nervous and pressured, and it causes us to doubt our abilities. Basically, what you are doing by asking that question and by thinking about that is you're putting your confidence into the hands of the other people that are going to show up for tryouts. You're allowing them and their skills and however they show up that day to tell you how confident you're going to be, how good you are. That is not what I want for you. That's reactive confidence. That is a way to just show up completely nervous and not feeling control on the day of tryouts. That's when you start feeling those highs and those lows and your emotions are all over the place. It's because you're putting your confidence in the hands of other people, into something that you cannot control. You can't control who shows up. You can't control what skills they have. And you can't control what your coach is going to decide to do. That is not your job. Their job is to make the decision of who makes the team. And I want you to think about the truth to that statement for just a second. There are only a certain number of spots. Is that actually true? Do you think that if there are 18 spots and 20 really qualified people show up to tryouts who could be great fits for the team, you don't think your coach is going to add 2 more spots? Okay? So that thought is not even actually true if you sit there and think about it. But we fixate on it. We allow our confidence to be impacted by that thought. And that's not what I want for you. It's not helpful. Okay, so when that thought comes up for you, here's what I want you to do. First thing, challenge it, right? Same thing. If you watched the video from last week, that's the first thing I told you to do. Let's challenge that thought. It's a thinking error. So what that means is that thought is not serving you, and it's actually not even true, okay? So you don't know how many spots there are going to be in reality, right? Okay? And the second thing that I want you to do is I want you to just consider, is your coach really only going to put that number on the team? Probably not, right? So again, challenge that way of thinking. Challenge the truth of that statement. Is it actually true? No, it's not. You have no idea, okay? The second thing, it is not something you can control, okay? You cannot control who shows up. You cannot control what skills they have. And you cannot control what decisions your coach is going to make for the team, okay? That is their job. Do not take on that responsibility because it is not yours to take on, okay? So what your job is to show up and do what you know how to do, to focus on what you can control. What can you control? You can control your confidence. Yes, absolutely, you can control your confidence. I work with my athletes in my private coaching program all day, every day, on how to build that confidence, what confidence is and how to build it, right? So you can control your confidence. The way that you do that is by paying attention to all of the things you bring to the table, okay? You can control your attitude. What that means is you can stay positive. You can focus on building yourself up and being the best that you possibly can be on that day. Show up as the best self, the best version of you. Absolutely. You can also control what you do between now and then. You can make a plan. If there's an area of your sport or there's an area of your skills that you are not fully ready for, right? If maybe you do need to work on your tumbling, maybe you do need to work on some of your skills, then I absolutely want you to take this time to go work on it. Go do it, right? If you really aren't prepared, then yes, you are going to struggle to be confident that day, okay? So go prepare. Stop worrying about not being prepared and go do something about it. You can absolutely control that. So focus on what you can control. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to focus on what you bring to the table. Okay? Even if you have a mental block and you're tumbling, even if you're struggling in one area of your sport, you do so many things so well. You are amazing. And I know that because you're still watching this video. You care. You want to do a good job. You want to be your best. So take pride in that. Allow that to fuel your confidence. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. And instead of looking around you to decide, okay, how do I feel about who I am? How do I feel about my skills? Take a second and just think about it. Think about all the success that you've had. Think about how hard you have worked and how far you have come. That's what's going to matter. That's what's going to keep your confidence high, and you can absolutely control those things. So that's what I want you to do today. Anytime that thinking error pops into your head, I want you to dismiss it. I want you to challenge it, and then I want you to go take action on it. Okay? Go get prepared for tryouts. Go encourage yourself. Get excited because you deserve to be excited because I know you work so hard for your skills, and you deserve to be excited for tryouts. I hope this was helpful today. My private coaching programs are enrolling right now, and I have a few spots left this month. So what I want you to do is, if this was helpful today, if you want to learn more, if you have a mental block or a lot of anxiety, or you're struggling in your confidence and you are ready to take action and make a change, because now is the time. You still have time before tryouts to make a change and make an impact. So now is the time, if this was helpful today. So what I want you to do is I want you to go sign up for a no-cost performance check session. This is a 30-minute virtual session where I get to know a little bit about you. I want to hear about your goals. I want to hear about where you're at right now. And then we're going to talk through some options, how to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Okay? It's going to be a great call. And then at the end of the call, if you feel like this is a great fit, if I feel like it's a good fit, then I can share with you what it looks like to work with me in my private coaching program. So there's no obligation. It's completely free. But the spots are very limited. So go sign up today. You can do that by going to Instagram or Facebook at Mandy Patterson Coaching. You can check the link in our bio, or you can go to mgpcoach.com/performance check session. I'm so excited for the opportunity to support you. I'll talk to you very soon.